Welcome back to another day on the homestead. It's actually a very exciting day. I don't know if you can see some of the stuff, but I went a little crazy at the garden store yesterday and today, and so I thought I would just kind of give you guys an update on what's been happening. So I've got some seeds started. However, I don't really like this tray thing. So we got this like seed starting tray, and I'm gonna attempt to transfer them. I'm not sure if that's a great idea to try to transfer them. I don't know how well it's gonna go. If not, I will have other ones, but I wanted to show you guys a little bit about what's gonna happen. So I finally got some seed starting mix. This is what you're supposed to use for seeds. I've just been using regular compost, and I haven't been too successful with seeds in the past. That's why I'm trying to do the seed starting tray with the starting mix, because I've seen a lot of other homesteaders do that, and it seems like that's the way to go. So hopefully that all goes well. And yeah, I have some other plants too. These are some tomatillos. I've never actually grown tomatillos before, but I've got 2 plants because you're supposed to plant 2. It says plant 2 for cross-pollination. So I have 2 of these, and I'm going to attempt to grow some tomatillos. Those are the small green tomato-like fruits, and then some serranos because we happen to like spice, and then some cilantro. And then this is spinach. Never grown spinach before, so this will be or tomatillos. Actually, I've never grown either of those, but those are going to be a fun experiment, and we kind of like having fresh greens. So yeah, that's what I got. Those I'm probably going to plant in the next couple of days. I've got some other seeds that I need to plant too. I need to clear out the garden bed first though, because it's got a lot of weeds. So that'll be step 1, and then I also have to repot some like onions and do some stuff with my onion beds because they're all too close. And that's going to be the first attempt. Also, you guys, we are supposed to be clear for the next near future. Next weekend is going to be like 70 and 75. So I think we're finally getting into spring. It's the 18th, so we're 2 days before spring. And we're finally starting to see spring. So I'm stoked. Can't wait to see how all of this turns out. And hopefully my seeds will be good to go by like the end of April, so a month from now. And yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna update you guys along the way. Okay, so I just repotted them. Apparently this is not a lid, but it is supposed to help keep it warm, I guess. So yeah, there's 6. This is romaine, this is iceberg, these are both lettuce, and then this is poblano pepper, bell pepper, cilantro, and jalapeno. So that's what I have planted right there, and we're just gonna wait and see. Alright, so before I start any bread content, I have here some beef fat. I am actually going to attempt to make some beef tallow. It's been on my list of things to make for a while, but last night we were preparing some tri-tipped barbecue today, and we cut off the excess fat so it can be turned into tallow. So I've watched some videos about it. It seems pretty simple. They're all relatively the same. There's nothing like that complicated about it. So I think I'm ready to try it. Okay, so the first step that we are supposed to do is all of this red stuff. So anything that's meat, you're supposed to like trim it off. That way it's basically just the fat that you're cooking. So like all of that, I can probably keep this. So I just trimmed up all of this beef fat. I am going to put it in the crock pot now. It should do well. It's gonna cook for about 6 hours or so. So I'm just gonna check it every once in a while. I was also told you're supposed to put a little bit of water in it to prevent the fat from burning. So I'm just gonna do probably like a half a cup. And then I'm going to turn it on low, and I'm gonna be back in about 6 hours. So it's been 6 hours, roughly 6 hours. And the next step for the tallow is to strain it into a bowl. I'm using this one just because it's the only one that I have that's the right size. Should be fine though. So I'm just straining it through here. This might be way too big of a bowl, but here we go. After that, we are supposed to kind of push it down with a knife to get out as much of it as we can. Sorry, this is a paper towel, but we want to get as much of it out as we can. Kind of push all of the liquid. So this is what it looks like currently. It's still dripping. So there's a little bit of stuff in it that kind of leaked out. So I'm going to strain it. This is the bowl that I'm going to put it in. I just washed it. It should fit in here. There's not that much, but I'm going to strain it again when I pour it in here. Okay, and there we go. There is some homemade tallow, and all of the stuff that was in it is now in the strainer. So that worked out perfectly. All right, so that's the tallow. I'm just going to put it in the fridge to let it cool down, and that's what it looks like.